Hey guys, today we're looking at the Nextbook Flexx9 tablet. See that? Okay. So this is an 8.9-inch Windows 10 tablet with keyboard included. So you guys know that I have done several videos before with all kinds of Windows 10 tablets, from the 7 or 8 inch to the 10-inch tablets. But this one I bought from Walmart for $70, including shipping. And this is a brand new. Previously, we've done a few other sub $100 tablets, but they are some of them are used at that price. This is brand new, 1-year warranty by Walmart, and 8-9-inch screen. Hopefully this screen size is perfect, because 10-inch is a little big. It's harder to carry, and 7 or 8-inch is too small for you to comfortably typing on the keyboard or the screen. So hopefully this size will be perfect. So now let's take a look at this this one. I'm going to do some physical inspection. First of all, this is called Nextbook Flexx9. It's a quad core. If you look at the description here, it's detachable keyboard, magnetic, and it's reversible. You can put it on the other side of the screen. The resolution is 1280 by 800, so you can play 720p HD videos, but not the 1080p. Well, you can play, but it's not going to reach the 1080p resolution. The good thing about this is it comes with Skype Office, Authentic Office included, and of course it has Bluetooth, HDMI, the micro HDMI, Wi-Fi capable, Windows 10. These are all standard. Okay. Looking at the back, tells you the specifications. Intel Atom quad-core processor, Z3735G. It's got a front camera, 0.3 megapixels, very small resolution. Rear camera, 2 megapixels. So cameras are not that great. It's got 32 gigabytes onboard storage, which is okay. Where previously we've done a few other tablets, 32 gigabytes, and seems to be sufficient. Okay. The problem is it has 1 gigabyte DDR3 memory. Now 1 gigabyte is on the smaller side. Other tablets I've reviewed is like 2 gigabytes. So we're going to try and see if this creates a problem. Is the program going to run very slowly or not? Okay. Hopefully 1 gigabyte is enough to run our regular internet browsing and word processing kind of things. It won't create a problem for us. Bluetooth 4.0, Wi-Fi, BGNN. So this shows you the side. Now the one thing this one's good for my purpose, which is as a desktop or laptop replacement, but may not be good for other people if you use it as a portable device, like truly as a tablet device. Because if you see here on the picture, power connector is a separate one. So you charge the tablet through this dedicated power adapter, rather than charging it through micro USB port. So the good thing about this I like is you can charge the tablet with a power adapter while you're using the USB port for your external accessories such as keyboard and mouse. If you're doing this, you put this at home and do it as a desktop or laptop replacement. You attach a bigger screen, you attach keyboard and mouse to it, then this is perfect, because you don't have to wait until it's fully charged to do the accessories through USB. This was a problem with our previous reviewed tablets, because you can charge it, or you can use USB ports, not at the same time. So what if you run out of power? Then you cannot use your keyboard and mouse. But this one has the ability to do so. But on the other hand, if you're taking this as a portable device, you go to office or go to any airport or something, you could simply just bring a micro USB cable and plug in any power USB port to charge it. But this tablet you can't, because you need to bring your power adapter, which is dedicated. It's not a common USB cable. Okay, so there's upside and downside, but I like this because of this. But for some people, it may not work for your purpose. So it's got a microphone, it's got a micro SD card slot. It can take up to 64 gigabytes micro SD. Okay, it's got the micro HDMI, which we're going to use to export the display, to put it on a bigger display, because we're using this as a desktop or laptop replacement audio jack. Okay, so we open this up. Come inside the plastic protection. So the accessories, basically power adapter and the instruction book. You probably don't need this. You do need the power adapter though. This is a 5 volts, 2.5 amp power adapter. The connection is fairly common. If you lose this, you can probably find something similar. Okay, now there's our first look. Now this one, this model comes in 3 different colors. You get the, I believe it's hot pink or red, and the silver or black, and this color is the blue. I chose the blue. Looks nicer because. So look at one side. You got the camera. You got some kind of a volume button. And a power button here, power, volume, camera. This is the other side, the back side of the tablet. Speakers, stereo speakers. And on this side, you got micro SD, power port, micro HDMI, micro USB, and audio jack. So if you just want to take this off from the keyboard off, just slide it towards the camera end. Slide it, I guess. Slide it off. So that's the front side of the tablet. The screen size is, I think it's perfect. It's bigger than the 8-inch, but smaller than the 10. And the 10 looks a little too big. The weight is fairly good, comfortable in your hands. And there's camera here, and on the bottom you can see these 2 slots, which is to slide in the keyboard holder, and these connections will provide the connection to the power and signal. So basically, to attach this to your keyboard has basically these connectors just slide in right into the slots. Okay, so look at the keyboard. Has a mouse pad. Feels pretty good, and the keys are actually quite roomy, actually, surprisingly, compared to the keyboard I bought for my 8-inch or 7-inch. Those are really tiny. Even the 10-inch, if you buy the generic keyboards, they're not as roomy as this one. Very comfortable. Key response should be good. Okay. So we're going to attach this to the keyboard. Match the slots. Just push it in. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to try the hinge and to see if the keyboard is as good angle. So to basically we just open it same as a laptop. You can see the angle goes according to the manual, it goes up to 120 degrees. You can't go further than that. It will damage the keyboard or the tablet. So make sure when you open, only open to this angle. It will stop you, but don't put any more force on it once it reaches the 120 degrees. So you can put the tablet this way, same as a laptop, right? Or you can detach the tablet, put it another way, and put it back in. So it becomes like this, same as it's shown in the picture. So this basically will act as a stand because you cannot use the keyboard with this angle. So it's pretty much a viewing stand if you watch movies on it. Right? So if we put that as tablet, as the laptop mode, and to turn it on, just press the button. Comes charged apparently, so there is power. And it's booting up. Looks like it's kind of slow to boot up. Okay, so see, orientation just changed from the vertical to the horizontal. It detects it. The thing that I don't like about this is it doesn't have a dedicated orientation lock on the machine itself, so you have to do it through the Windows screen. Okay, so you're going to set up the tablet for the first use, answer these questions, and it should be good to go. So we have plugged in the power adapter and turned on the tablet for initial setup. And like I said, I tried the keyboard, quite responsive and very roomy, so it's very comfortable typing on it. However, the screen, after peeling off the protective film, I still find it kind of reflective. It's hard to see under the bright light. So compared to other tablets, I think that is kind of a disadvantage. But since we're using this for laptop and desktop replacement, we'll probably be plugging in the external screen, so that wouldn't matter. But for those of you who take this outside, this may be an issue. Okay, so to test internet speed, the Wi-Fi speed, and also the speed of the processor, I opened a movie file via our Wi-Fi network, home network Wi-Fi network. So the movie is stored on my desktop, family desktop, on a hard drive. So I'm accessing the file directly over Wi-Fi network and stream it here. And so hopefully the speed of the movie and over the Wi-Fi will be good enough. See? and also testing the speakers. It's not very loud, but seems to do the trick. And as you can see, the movie is playing just fine. So both the Wi-Fi speed and the speed of the CPU, at least playing a simple movie, is good enough. Okay, so now we're going to test the screen touch accuracy and responsiveness. So the way I find the easiest way to do this is if you use the browser. This is the Microsoft Edge, and just tap the plus button to see if it, because plus button is really small, you want to see if it can open up a page without issues. So a new screen has been opened, and we're going to touch the cross button, the check button that closes the window. See, it's fairly accurate. So it's a tiny, small point, and it's very responsive, and you can touch it without any confusion on the screen. So, so far the touch screen looks good to me. Okay, so we have now tested the functions on the tablet itself, but now we're going to try to connect this to a monitor, keyboard, and mouse, so that we'll make this a laptop or desktop replacement. Okay, so the first step for the monitor, this is a big monitor, right? For monitor, it normally comes with a VGA connection. What we need to do is to buy such a thing on maybe eBay or Amazon. It's called HDMI, a micro HDMI to VGA converter. Or if you have something like DVI or regular HDMI connection for your display, then you need to buy that version. For me, this is VGA to micro HDMI. So all you have to do is connect this side to the VGA and this side to the micro HDMI port on your tablet, which is on this side. Connect it, and you can see right away it displays on the big screen, right? If you get better angle, and we don't even have to set up anything. Okay, but you really do want to go and set up the screen resolution, because you see it's not taking the full screen, so you need to go to the So the mouse pad is pretty responsive, and you can see there's no left or right button on this mouse pad. It's just basically you press the left or right side of this mouse pad. That's pretty much it. So if we right click on the screen, first close this. Go to settings, I guess. Go to exit this out. Go to the settings. See, there's customize your display, right? So right now it's detected 2 screens, so it's 1, 2. So if you're using this as a desktop replacement, we probably don't want this tablet screen to be on at the same time as the big screen. So we just pretty much just going to click here where it says multiple display, right? Instead of duplicate these displays, just show it on 2. I guess that big screen is number 2. Show it on 2 only. And make this my main display. And let's go to advanced display setting first. Number 2. Goes to I think this one goes to maybe this is not number 2. Okay, so we're going to come back to the display setting later because I think we need to install the driver for the display to make it the proper size display. So for now, we're going to try also the keyboard and mouse, external keyboard and mouse. So what we need, so on this, on the keyboard, attached detachable keyboard, you can already see a regular size USB port here. But this is just only one, right? We don't want to take the one to for everything. So well, I find this one, a USB hub. Okay, this is unpowered USB hub. Hopefully the power will be enough to attach a keyboard and a mouse without needing any additional power source. So we're going to connect this one. Okay, the light is on. It's good. We're now going to connect the keyboard and the mouse to it. Sounds good. And now it's working. And to make this a full desktop, we can also connect the external speaker through the regular audio jack here. Okay, we can test it later, but it's not important right now. The important thing is we have this display working, and we have keyboard and mouse, external keyboard and mouse working. Okay, so we're coming back to the display issue. So right now we have successfully duplicated the display, so it's showing on the big screen as well as on tablet. But the big screen is not showing the full size, right? You can see a black border around the big screen. So what we need to do, on the screen here, where it says multiple displays, I don't know if you can see it. On the screen where it says multiple displays, there are several settings: extend the display, duplicate the displays, show on 1 only, show only on 2. We're going to select show only on 2. Then we're going to click make this my main display. Okay, so once you click apply, the screen 1 will basically be turned off. Only screen 2, if we click keep change, only the screen 2 will be showing. And the screen 2, if you go to advanced displays, the screen 2 will be showing the proper resolution, which is 1600 by 900 for my, could be different for yours. Anyway, it's now full screen, you see no black border around the display, right? So this is how you take full advantage of your bigger LCD display. And don't worry, even though you're selecting this as your main display, it's not going to be like when you unplug this display, it's not going to show on the tablet. When you unplug it, the tablet will revert to be to the display on the tablet as the main display. So it will not be blank, basically. Okay, so this part is done as well. So now we have a tablet, but apparently if we close it, and because the tablet screen is closed, and the main display is closed as well. If we open it, wait for it to set up the orientation. Apparently orientation is not. Anyway, so apparently you have to keep this tablet screen open in order for the display, the external display, to show. Otherwise, it will think it's closed. It's powered off. But what if we detach the display? Because the USB is no longer connected to the display, so actually the keyboard and mouse won't work. See, that's the problem with right now, is it doesn't have a dedicated orientation lock, so you cannot change orientation once it's in this mode. You have to basically unplug it in order to change orientation. So this is back to this display, and the orientation is correct now. We put it back and connect HDMI cable again. It's going to show on the big screen again with this keyboard and mouse working. But it's on a weird angle, so it's hard to use the mouse. We'll have to go to basically go to settings and orientation and double check the orientation. That's what you need to do to make it right. Okay, so now we're back. Apparently on this, if you want to change orientation, on the go to display settings, same place, and there's orientation here. It says landscape, portrait, or flipped landscape, or flipped portrait. Yeah, just select landscape, it will come back, and under that it also says orientation lock, and you can change that as well if it's not grayed out. In this mode, it's grayed out. Anyway, so like I said, looks like this is a fairly fast and good quality tablet. We have successfully connected this to external devices to make this a laptop or a desktop replacement. And my initial worries about the 1 GB memory too small, looks like so far it's okay. I don't feel the difference. So hopefully this will stay the same for any application we use. Okay? Have a good evening, guys.